Don't get offended by the stereotypes. Alright, thanks. Alright, so we've got baby skeleton, default skeleton curse color. So these are people who just got the skeleton curse and they just wanted to uncurse and they wanted to show that, and then they stopped playing Hourglass afterwards because they couldn't be bothered to work for another 100 levels. They will usually be doing PvE to try and grind out those PvE combinations for the curse, and if it's a fresh skelly, it will try search for someone who has a skeleton curse and ask them to play the music so they can unlock red bones. Because they don't want to be a plain bones because they think it's all newbie, even though having red bones, well, you'll find out what having red bones means in a second. Now this is actually baby's first skeleton curse color due to how easy it is to unlock, and a lot of new skeleton users will be using this because they can be like, oh look at me, I'm so cool and I'm a big pro because I just got a new color for my skeleton curse. And in reality, if they're using this, especially paired with that captain's hat, high chances they've just got the skeleton curse like 5 minutes ago and they're trying to find any cosmetics they can to just look cool, and then they'll think they'll scare pirates off with it. But the reality is, they're not that good at the game. They're actually bad at the game and they're very easy to eliminate. Oh, and for some reason these users tend to be highly in the toxic range, so just beware of those slurs and insults when coming across these guys. They also love PvE more than PvP. Mottled bones, not much different from crimson bones, but just the fact that players don't use this one because they think it's too similar to the plain bones and don't want to be seen as someone who doesn't have a skeleton curse color, because who would want that? Obviously not. Players will own this, but they will choose a crimson bone over it because they think it looks cooler because it's red, and if you do find a player using this, then most likely they're to be a rare species and you should protect them at all costs, trap them in a cage.
Bring balance to the force, not leave it in darkness.
These people I would actually say are pretty dangerous, and you may think of them just PvE skeletons, but I am telling you, if you see these players in the open seas, you probably should run, or try to put a battle with them and maybe lose, because like these players somehow are always really good at the game, and they don't tend to be toxic as well, and they're actually pretty nice to hit you with that GG, and as long as it isn't Hourglass, they will usually show you mercy. Okay, maybe show you mercy. Mr. Peanut Butter, Doritos, I shit myself, or the I like cheese on me bruh. All these beautiful names go to the two-tone bones, very aggressive playstyle. If you fail to punish them for your mistakes, you'll be the one to pay the price. They'll run around like mad dogs chasing you and will do everything they can to sink you. Curse cannonballs, bone crawlers, blunder bombs, anything you name it. They're the type to overturn and lose angle and board while their teammate is still bucketing for their dear life, so don't be surprised if they call cheats or call you a noob as they throw a slur towards you. Sunken bones, yes, well, Mr. Jelly Bones. Let's just say these guys used to be one of the most feared things on the seas, like someone put legendary sea dogs into a skeleton curse, but I use the term used to, as now they aren't that scary since like everyone in the population has this for some reason. These guys are the type of people thinking they're just the best because they're level 200 in servants, and they're also 80% toxic to 20% of being nice. Yeah, there's not a lot of nice of them, like they're not nice most of the time, and that's due to the factor of them being really cocky, spamming bone crawlers at you in Hourglass and calling you a cheater if you sink them. The main factor of them not even being feared like they used to be is due to the seared obsidian bones, which is just so much more scarier now. And granted, you may find the nice ones just using the curse for the fun of it, but those people are very rare. Oh, and new players, just stay away from people who have this curse. They won't show you any mercy, and yeah. Anyway, these guys are just cocky people who act like everyone fears them, but not anymore because everyone has this curse. Verdant bones, just run. Don't even attempt to fight these guys unless you want to end up at the bottom of the ocean. The devil himself in the form of a skeleton, showing no mercy. The most feared, more feared than the gold skeleton. Best at cannons, helm, build, you name it, they can do it. And there's a reason the commendation they have to get their skeleton curse is called in his name, because they have devoted their duty to the service of the flame. Wow, that rhymed. What is with me? This player isn't missing their chain shots or their cannons. This player isn't going to be using their sword. They're going to be pistol sniping you, and they'll sink you in a matter of seconds. Granted, they won't be toxic, and they'll leave you with a simple GG and move on to their next prey. Obsidian bones. Well, this person really enjoys the burning blade, don't they? So much they spend their entire life getting a streak 8 on it and returning it 10 times with the streak 8 each time. They haven't gone outside in ages, their family misses them, and these people are dangerous as they could be tucking on your ship without you even knowing. Tucking under your bed as you're watching this video. They are the ones who will put the Sunken Sorrow Bone users in their place. They're the Batman of the Sea of Thieves, I guess you could say, but instead of bringing justice, they bring those to the depths of the ocean of who they can pick off, if that really makes sense. If you couldn't tell, these guys are big tuckers. They see an FOTD stack, they see easy money. These players are not toxic and are actually pretty kind. Like, the users, for some reason, love to be kind, but also love to troll, so yeah. But they only troll because they know they can tuck and get away with it on your ship.
The hell are you supposed to be? I'm vengeance.
See it, Obsidian. These guys are like the Obsidian bones, but devour more to the game. Devour so much to the point of getting an extra 300 levels in the Servants of Flame to hit that 500. And unlike the Obsidian bones, who are tuckers, these guys are pure PvP enjoyers. Then they'll show no mercy upon seeing you. They will send you to the depths of the ocean. Probably the very few players who can stand a challenge against the Verdant Bones. And even though they don't have the Golden Bones, they spit in the Golden Bones' faces because they know they're extremely better. And coming to toxicity is a range, 50 to 50%, I will not lie there. They can either be very kind, chill, and hitting you with a GG, or they can be toxic, cocky, calling you a shitbag, and tend to, you know, I tend to see the kind side, but I might see the cocky and toxic side every now and then. But please, Seared Obsidian Bones, please be very, very aware of these guys. And new players, you 100% stay away from them, because I wouldn't take that 50% risk, especially if you have loot. So if you see these guys, I'd run if you're not so confident in PvP especially. Gold bones. Well, the one probably a lot of you have been waiting for. Yeah, usually these players use the gold bones to show off the hard grind that they had to go through, and rightfully so. And to the average eye, they may look like the mega sweats, you know, your little noob Timmy. However, do not be mistaken, okay? While these players are very adept to PvP, some might have been boosted, cheesed their way to get these levels with now patched level exploits, or just downright cheated themselves, because cheaters, you know, we have big problems in SOT right now. And the most mega sweats, like the big PvPers, don't even use the bones, okay? They don't use the gold bones. They might not even use the skeleton girls, or use another variant of the skeleton girls like the Obsidian or Vendetta. You should probably definitely stay very wary of these guys, but it doesn't mean PvP skill. It just means time spent, really. And that's because the most dangerous person isn't the one who has these. The most dangerous person is the one who has these and doesn't care, right? The users of who use golden bones are 90% toxic, okay, and super cocky. They think they're above everyone else in the world, and all because they think they're significantly better. I reckon you could take them in a fight. Most of the time the players aren't even that good. Well, that's your Skeleton Curse Colors Stereotype. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing. I'll catch you lot on the next one. Bye bye.